big part of the football now is definitely in your mind. When we were playing, I just used to think, go out there, perform. If you have a bad game, you have a bad game. If you have a good game, you have a good game. I didn't really think about it as much as someone like Mohamed Salah thinks about it. And that's the way football's going. It's changed massively, but for the best as well, Cross.
Do you think you do it differently now, then?
Yeah, I definitely do it differently. Everything I do differently. My eating, everything, the way I prepare for games, I do everything totally different now because I think it's a different era. You get, in terms of, when it was my era, it was different. When we were doing pre-season, you would go away, you would enjoy your holiday, you would come back, you wouldn't be in the best of shape, but that's why you have pre-season, to keep you in shape. These players now, they look after themselves, so when they come back, they're not doing running, they go straight into the football.
And Salah said also, Steve, he said, when you're young, you don't think about all of that. And he's right. I remember talking to Karim Benzema when he was still at Real Madrid, and he was saying, like, he was 34, 35 at the time, and he said, like, I wish I'd been like this. A bit like what Clinton just said. I wish I'd been like this when I was 20 and 21 and 22. But when you're young, you recover so much quicker. You don't really think so much about issues or maybe missing a chance, everything. And I think the older you get and the closer you get to the end of your career, that's where maybe it kicks on even more in your head, that you have to be careful about everything around your game.
It's just ticked over 2:30, which means we can bring you the team news ahead of Manchester United versus Liverpool. John Murray.
Yep, so we have confirmation that there is no Varane or Evans for Manchester United. There is no McTominay either, not involved at all. And that to add to the absence of Martinez and Lindelof and others. However, Casemiro is fit. So from the midweek matches, 2 changes for Manchester United, and they are Rashford and Campbell coming in for Anthony and Varane. So Rashford back in the starting lineup, and Willy Campbell, the 19-year-old central defender, making his first start for Manchester United at Old Trafford in central defence. So the United team, Onana in goal, the back four of Dalot, Maguire, Campbell and Wan-Bissaka, then Casemiro and Menu, Garnacho, Fernandes, Rashford and Højlund. And should mention as well, Manchester United have got a 17-year-old left-back, Harry Amas, among their substitutes. So 17-year-old on the bench for Manchester United. And as for Liverpool, they make 3 changes from Anfield on Thursday night. So Endo comes back in, Robertson returns to the side, and Kwanzaa is in central defence. So that means Gravenberch, Gomez and Konate all drop out, but they are all among the substitutes for Liverpool, who have Kelleher in goal in the continued absence of Alisson, then Bradley, Kwanzaa, Van Dijk and Robertson, Szoboszlai, Endo and McAllister, Salah, Nunez and Diaz, and Curtis Jones is also on the bench again with those players I mentioned.
There was a wry smile on the face of Julien Laurent when Willy Campbell's name was mentioned. I had to double check.
There was a punch in the air as well. There was a big punch in the air.
Yeah, I had to double check he's not Paris born and bred.
Of course he is.
He isn't.
Of course he is.
But he does play his youth football for France, and was he so sure before Manchester United? So presumably you know plenty about him already.